Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to My Deep Guide. In today's episode, we are checking out the update 2.11 that just came out on the Remarkable 2 and Remarkable 1 platforms. So let's dig in. So, release 2.11 has been rolled out to Remarkable 2 and 1 platforms. And what are the main things that have been added? Well, the first one is a new integration, and this time the Microsoft OneDrive integration has been added. So now you will have if you have the Connect subscription, you will have the ability to use the Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive integration. Then we also have that the highlighter precision has been improved, and it also has the ability to strike down to select a paragraph. And we have two colors added for brushes, certain brushes, not all of the brushes, just certain brushes, blue and red. Of course, this is a monochromatic device, so they'll still display as gray, but they will export as colors, which is something that we'll check out. And we also have two new other enhancements, such as recently opened sorting mode. And also, if you use the listing mode of your files, you'll be able to see the size of the documents so that you know what's what. And since we're here already, this is where you actually changed your sorting modes, and you can see recently opened, then the most recently opened, not modified, recently opened file will be shown first and then descending in that order. No, there isn't an option to actually change is it ascending or descending as far as I know. For the size to actually display, you have to switch from the grid view to the list view, and when you do, then you will have the size in megabytes listed here. OneNote has been added as an integration, and in order to actually add it, there's like a lot of people asking like, hey, what am I doing wrong? I don't see the Google Drive, Dropbox, or OneNote. Well, you have to first enable it. So in order to do that, you go to my.remarkable.com, you log into your account, and then in your login account, you have the box number 5 or tab number 5 is integrations, right? So you obviously click on the add integrations option and everything is here. So you have to make sure that you're using the latest app and the desktop app and the mobile app, and you can add up to 5 integrations at the moment. So that means that it doesn't mean that there's more than these 3, but it does mean that you can have more than one Google Drive, more than one Dropbox, or more than one OneDrive. And when you want to add it, basically these are the services that you can choose from, and you just simply go add, and then you choose which integration you want to add, you log in, you authorize it, and that's pretty much it. And as soon as you do that, then you will be able to actually have it. Let's go out. You will see it pretty much instantly appear in the main menu here. So you have Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive, and it works the same as Google Drive and Dropbox, which means really, really badly. I can't believe that they haven't fixed that yet. It's still pretty much the worst integration of these external services that I have seen. Why is it the worst one? Well, if the downloading works like this, so let's say that I can go maybe to documents, and maybe I want to go to, let's download this one, for example, right? So I want to copy it. And first of all, you can't open it directly from there. It has to go onto the Remarkable server, and then it's going to get pulled from the Remarkable server onto your Remarkable device. So you do not have a direct link to any of these services. So that's point number 1. That's not that good. It's really, really bad. So the second point is, once you do press copy, you don't have an option where to copy it. It's just going to copy it to my files. It's going to show you copying to my files, and it's just going to disappear. And if you have a habit to organize your files in this way, so for example, my document and all that kind of stuff, then basically you won't see it. And the second of all, where is it? There we go, now it appeared. And that delay that you actually saw was the time it took for the document to download from OneDrive onto the Remarkable server, the Remarkable server to acknowledge it, and then actually tell the device, hey, you need to resync, and then it goes finally onto your device. But you don't have an option to put it into a folder that you want. You have to the only option you can go is into the root. Furthermore, when you establish the integration with one of these, the only option is to link to the root of these drives. There's no option of actually selecting which folder of these services you want to link to or synchronize with. And the same thing goes back. So for example, if I wanted to send a document, let's say, I don't know, something like DSI Evolver. So this is small. So if I wanted to send this to and upload it to my OneDrive or Google Drive, I do have an option to go upload, right? Which is great. And then I can choose which one I want. But as soon as I tap it, he's immediately uploading to OneDrive, and not directly to OneDrive. It's actually going to the server and then from the server onto the OneDrive. And once it actually gets there, the problem is it's gonna junk up the root of your folder. So if you could have selected a folder and just call it Remarkable and synchronize that would have been fine. But this way you don't have an option to select a folder. You don't have an option to upload to a specific folder. You're just stuck with whatever you upload, basically junking up the root of your whichever of the services you want. There we go, it's there because it uploads to the root. So, and then you're forced to do the moving, and you can't do the moving from the device itself, again, because it doesn't have the direct connection to OneDrive. The only thing you can do with these files is to copy them. So once you upload it to your OneDrive, Google Drive, or the Dropbox, it junks up your root, and you're forced to then reorganize your files and folder structure elsewhere. And yeah, that's just a complete no-go for me. I mean, it's nice that it's there, but the way that it's implemented is below rudimentary. Let's call it like that. And since this is a rather small text, I zoomed in so that you can see more precisely. I'm in the highlighter mode, and you can now choose 3 colors: green, pink, and yellow as before. And the precision supposedly has been updated. So let's see, do I need to be crazy precise, or can it interlap and kind of figure things out? Yeah, now it's actually able to figure out even if you go a little bit below and a little bit above. Yep, it's able to actually figure these things out, which is a cool thing to see. Then you can also change the color to green. As I noted, this is going to, of course, be shown as a different type of gray, but once you export, it will show normally. So far, yeah, definitely the precision of the highlighter has most definitely been improved. Let's see. Yeah, now it works. Oh, well, yeah, this is small text, so maybe that's why he got a little bit up in there. Another thing that has been added, which is really useful, is if you want to select a paragraph, you can just swipe down, or you should be able to just swipe down. This used to work. Okay, so let's try again. Swipe down, and then it selects them. Okay, so that one's a little fiddly. Let's try maybe over here. So if we swipe down just these two, he selects the whole thing. Maybe he's wired to select the whole paragraph. So let's try and see if we just look. Nope, he doesn't recognize vertical. Yeah, so he selects the entire paragraph that way. And does it work from down to up? Yeah, and it works from down to up. So it's a little fiddly. You need to be fairly vertical So I think that the angle sensitivity is a little bit too sensitive, but this is definitely a very, very useful thing to have. I just wish that the angle sensitivity was a little bit more forgiving. But yeah, very cool that we have these options that can be exported. And yeah, when they are exported, they do look good. Phew, my marker fell and it didn't break. Close call. All right, and basically this is the demonstration of the colors and which brushes can use the new colors. So even though we have all of these brushes, only the ballpoint, fine liner, marker have new colors, and highlighter also has new colors. The pencil, mechanical pencil, paintbrush, and the calligraphy pen don't have access to the blue and red colors. Don't know why, that's just the way it is. But right now you can actually, if you select one of the pens that does support the new colors, you have the exported color section here, and you can choose blue or red. And when you actually write, this is how the ballpoint pen in black looks like. In blue it's very pale gray, in red it's a little bit darker gray, and the same kind of thing actually goes in the other ones as well. And the highlighter is going between yellow, green, and pink. These are the shades of gray that you will see on the device. And once it's actually exported, PDF or PNG, it doesn't matter, they all export correctly, and you can see that it actually works. The next thing that I also checked out was if I do the same writing like this, for example, if I copy it into a clipboard from a notebook with the different colors and paste it into a PDF, does it copy? Yes, it does. And they copy and export correctly. And you have the same functionality in, there we go. So this is basically, this is how it looks like when it's written in the notebook, exactly the same thing. And this whole thing, so this one here, was copied by the clipboard from the document into the notebook, and yes, the colors do transfer and everything transfers normally, so that is a good thing to see. The new colors are also available in the same brushes when you are in screen share mode, if you have the Connect subscription, that is. And there it actually behaves quite okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing that's a little bit strange is that it's first writing in the shade of gray that you will see basically on the device, and once you lift off the pen and you allow the device to actually, process it, then it will apply and export that color to the screen share. So that's something that works, and yeah, it basically goes the blue color writes, as you can see, pretty much normally, and yeah, it's not such a big deal. It may impact somebody that it goes gray and then into a color, but for me, really, it's not such a big issue. The red color also works good, but by this time, some of you may have noticed that the screen here, it's not a bad resolution of me actually recording this. This is actually recorded at 4K. And yeah, basically the screen share now has resolution problems. I don't know if I missed it before, but right now this is something that I've definitely noticed immediately when I started testing it into 11. I don't remember seeing this or noticing it as much before, and I have been using it for like 10 weeks during my lectures, at least twice a week or something like that, on a big screen, on a small screen. So it is something that I believe that I should have noticed if it was there. And this becomes really, really clear when you compare it directly. So in Photoshop, for example, I just took screenshots of the same thing, and when you zoom in, it's just the resolution itself, and you can see how it looks like the real thing that's written. So this, what you see here, is the screen share, how it looks like, and now this is basically how it looks like from the app, right? So definitely much lower resolution. You can see it not only in the writing but also on the lines and on everything else. So for sure they've optimized it, but I think they overdid it, because this is quarter of a resolution, and not a good thing to see at all. So I'm not too happy about seeing that, and I hope that they at least give us an option, because some networks are going to be capable of sustaining much higher image quality than the others, and this one simply, yeah, it's degrading the quality way too much, and I don't see the reason for it. All right, so here we have a Connect subscription account on Remarkable 2 and the free account on the Remarkable 1. We have the same exact documents here. These two have been freshly kind of transferred. So I'm going to open up the Cover 3 version, which is like completely blank, for the very first time on both of the devices, write the same exact line, then exit, and then we can see how long it takes to upload and synchronize on the free and on the Connect, and if there's any difference or not, because that's one of the things that they were mentioning, that the Connect is supposed to be a little bit faster. So let's see, and of course both devices are on the same network, and yeah, the network is really fast, so that's not gonna be the bottleneck. So let's see now. We open up on both of them. All right, let's move to here. Let's use the same pen on both of them, so that we have the same amount of of everything and same color. There we go. So everything is the same. Let's go to the same page. There we go. Wow, that was interesting. That was a little bit faster. And now let's write a test line. Let's write a test line. Let's write a test line dot. Okay, so that's it. We have both of them doing the same thing. So I'm just gonna swipe down on both of them and see how long it takes. So hopefully the swipe works on the Remarkable 1 as well. So okay, there we go. Managed to do that. They're both uploading. And then let's see if there's any difference or not. Okay. Yep. So Remarkable 2 and the Connect, they are slightly faster. I'm not sure if that's going to be a difference due to the dual core and more RAM on Remarkable 2, or is that the free versus the Connect platform. But either way, the difference is not that large or anything that is such a big deal. So yeah, that's something that just I thought was interesting to actually see, because it was something they mentioned, but it's a very nice thing to see that the difference, even if it's there, it's not that big a deal. So that's a cool thing to see. And I thought it would be interesting to just kind of take a look at how does it look like when you have a free account now, when you don't have a subscription, what is limited and what is not. So the good thing is that we have all of the brushes, which is the main value of the Remarkable platform, are these brushes. So you get all of them in the free one. You get the same thickness and the same colors, including the new colors that have been added. We have the same eraser functionalities and the same marquee or selection tool functionalities. We also have the same page overview functionality, layers are there, and we also have the PDF settings and everything. Basically, the only thing that is different is this share, but unfortunately this one is completely limited. So nothing that is going to be shared will be available on the free account, including sent by email. So you won't be able to present with screen share, even though that doesn't go through their servers, since you can actually just use it locally. Yeah, and send by email also doesn't work. Similar is true for the notebook, or Quick Sheets in this case, but that's a notebook. You have the same tools, so everything is still the same, but and I believe, yeah, this one is also there, but you don't have the ability to present with screen share or send by email or convert to text and send. So those will be blacked out or grayed out for you, and you'll have that message that you gotta upgrade your account if you want to use those options. Alright, so those are the new features, updates, improvements, functionalities that have been added to the Remarkable platform, which is nice. So first of all, I think it's nice that they are finally starting to listen to the requests of the users. Well, it's nice that we see expansion of the integration services that you can now add to your Remarkable account, Connect account or Connect subscription account. It leaves a lot to be desired, and I hope that the development team actually digs into and maybe tries another product other than their own to just see how these things are supposed to work, because this is this is below rudimentary. It needs to be better. As far as the colors go, I like it. I don't understand the two things about the colors. The omission of the green color, like if we have red and blue, why not green? But okay. And the other one is why some of the other pens have been omitted from the colors. I get it for the graphite pen, that I totally get, but you know, the calligraphy pen, the brush itself would have been an excellent thing, but you don't have it. So I don't know, we'll see. Whatever the thinking behind it is, it's there. The highlighter works great. I think that's the highlight of this. The highlighter is the highlight of the update 2.11 for me, because it has been improved considerably and it works really good. And the vertical up and down strikes, even though it's a little bit fiddly and sensitive, but once you actually get used to it, it works really, really good, and it's a very handy tool. What I don't like is the resolution issue with the screen sharing, because as I mentioned, and I checked out my earlier footage, and while some degradation was there, it was nowhere near as much as what we see now. So maybe that was an optimization of some sort or something else. I don't know, but I do know that I reacted to it immediately this time without a fail, and last time it wasn't something that alarmed me at all. You would imagine that after they actually introduced the payment subscription models and that the screen share has somehow, I don't know how they justify it, but has been somehow, hello Lucy, the screen share feature, since it's already been somehow, I don't know how they justify it, but it has been dumped into the Connect subscription, even though it doesn't go through the server or anything, you can just use it locally, but yeah, it is what it is. That since they introduced the subscription models and it's been tiered as a premium service, that it would have been better or improved, not worsened. So hopefully this is something that they will improve and react to quickly. So all in all, update 2.11, so what's it now? September, October, November, December, 4 months since the last update, and the first real update since the introduction of the Connect subscription models. So we can now see how this is kind of working. So far, it's a good indication. We have a balance of tools and functionalities that are available for the free and Connect Lite users, as well as some of the more exclusive features, such as the OneNote integration for the Connect subscribers. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and ding the notification bell to get notified when new videos come out on the mydeepguide platform. Also, remember to check out in the description below, you have the links to the playlist for the My Daily Organizer and a link to the product as well. It's a yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily organizer for all your needs. So check out the videos to see if this is a product that could help you organize your daily, weekly existence or not. So it's there for you to make a choice. And I just want to say a huge thank you to the people who have purchased and are using the My Daily Organizer. The sentiments and the support level that you actually express is really, really endearing and heartwarming. It really makes me happy when I hear that somebody was struggling with organization or was looking through different types of organizers and then found the little product that I made, and it kind of like, changed their daily routines and activity and organization, things like that. So that really, really feels good. So thank you so much for the support and the kindness. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye.